Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I hope you're doing well. Watching a few areas out there. We have this, which is potential cyclone number 1, which is really a fancy term for that should eventually become a named system. And then this spot here to the east of the Bahamas will work its way back toward Florida in the southeast U.S. and northern Bahamas. Not seeing signs of development. I'll get into that in a moment. But this here, a surge of heavier rain pulling out of the Caribbean through Central America, lifting up through the Gulf of Mexico. A broad spin in here, so it is a potential cyclone Cyclone 1, but a lot in the way of flooding back through parts of Central America. Always a high concern with just repeat areas of rain and storms, adding to that very intense flood threat. Now, here's the latest track. You can see here's South Texas, here's Northeast Mexico. Tropical storm warnings are up. This system will work in most likely as Tropical Storm Alberto. The worst weather will be tomorrow. Starting tomorrow morning, heavier rain moving into these zones, and that'll be the biggest thing with this system will be the heavy areas of rain and that flood potential, and then this will work inland across Mexico. But there could be another system right behind this, pretty much doing the same thing. So you see it here. Here's the Gulf down through the Caribbean, just a broad swirl as we work our way back through here. And then as we get into tomorrow, there's that heavier rain starting to work in. At this point, it should become a tropical storm. There's some warm water over here it's going to feed off of, but either way, regardless, it's going to be that flood threat through the day tomorrow. The brighter color showing some of that heavier rain that will be moving in, and all of this staying off to the west of Florida by a good measure. And then as we work our way into Thursday, still dealing with some of the rain. But what is interesting to note, and one thing we'll be watching, will be another blob of rain in Central America will lift up to the north and may potentially do the same thing, and it could spin up as well as we get into that upcoming weekend. So let me show you that, and you can see here this other area. So northern Bahamas, there's that little pocket right there left over from a front. Now, most of the model's not developing that. We'll get into that in a second. But this area I'm going to watch because the water is very warm in here. It's going to pass over water temperatures in the mid-80s. That can kind of help fuel it. And then this area works its way toward the southeast U.S. This is Thursday, but there's that next area of rain that will lift up to the north. Now, as far as this area to the east of Florida and to the east of the Bahamas, the major models are not developing this, the European, American, Canadian, and the German Icon model. But because it's going to go over that warm water and the winds up in the atmosphere will relax some, it does have a slight chance of spinning up, so I'll be watching that. But plenty to watch. It is June. We are definitely cranking up with the hurricane season. So potential Cyclone 1 is there, should become Alberto rather soon, and then another system could form right behind it this weekend, so I'll watch that. But then also watching to the east of the Bahamas to see if that little area does want to spin up. If it does, we will let you know right away. So thank you for being with me. I hope you're doing well and have a good rest of your day.